What's an overnight success is actually years and years of hard graft, rejections, redirections.
If someone else has done it, it can be achievable for you.
Yeah, no one else needs to get it.
You're having those thoughts, so we execute it, make it happen.
Don't chase money, chase your passion and the money will come.
Hi guys, welcome back to What I Wish I Knew Sooner. I'm Serenity.
And I'm Senna.
And today we're talking to Brahmdeo. He is an actor.
He has worked across both TV and film, including projects for Netflix, Apple TV, and Marvel.
Yeah, it's incredible. And we're going to be talking about what it really looks like to build a career in today's generation and what his journey's been like.
We'll be getting into everything from breaking into the industry, navigating a non-linear career, and what it really takes to keep going in a space where there's no clear path.
Hey, Brahmdeo.
Hello, hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Good,
great. Thank you. How are
good.
you both?
Very good.
Good.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about how crazy it is. I think it was last week we saw you and we bumped into you on Carnaby Street and now you're here.
Randomly. Yeah, meant to be. I was meant to be here.
It's
clearly.
meant to be. And now we're filming and we just want to say thank you so much for being here. And one thing I absolutely loved about you was one, your energy, and two was your outfit. As I always say, it's giving. Guys. Look at him.
Thank you. Best hype woman going on.
So anyway, for anyone who doesn't know you, who are you? What do you do? Tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm Brahmdeo Ramana. I am an actor. I've done various projects across TV, film, and theatre. And God, it's always that's like the hardest question of everything. Originally from Mauritius, lived 5 years there, and then raised here for the rest of my life.
In London.
In London, yeah. Just dotted around London. So like North London, then went to Surrey, and now I'm in West London.
Where were you in Surrey?
Camberley.
I was from Kingston.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Cool.
Almost neighbours.
So I feel like acting is one of those dream jobs that everyone wants to get into. I know when I was younger, I wanted to be an actress.
Oh, amazing.
But I feel like people don't necessarily know everything that it takes to be an actor. What do you feel like people fundamentally misunderstand about the career and the industry?
I think the biggest thing is from someone that's outside the industry just telling you you see the success stories, right? And a lot of it seems like overnight successes, but what's an overnight success is actually years and years and years and years of hard graft, rejections, redirections, just picking yourself back up and going again. So I think it's easy to see the successes and then think, yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. So when did you first get into acting?
I got into it as a child, actually. It was year 5, year 6, I think. Yeah, I loved just performing.
Like school plays and stuff.
School plays and stuff, yeah. And then my mum sort of was encouraged that. So I went into theatre school, Sylvia Young, from year 7 to year 11. And then I was on an agency at the same time, auditioning, but like I said, something you're met with a lot is rejection in the industry or redirection, whichever word you want to use. And as a child, I think it hits me now. So as a child, it was even harder. So then I went out of it, fell out of love for it, did college, went to university, studied something completely different.
Wow.
And then went into law, finance, and then came back into it in 2018, I think.
Oh, okay. So what was the realization that you wanted to go back into acting?
I was in my job in finance and I hated it.
Yeah.
I was so unhappy.
Yeah.
And to the point where I'd wake up every day thinking I don't know why, but the first thought I ever had was
the creativity is completely sucked out of
no,
it, right?
literally, yeah. So I hated it and I thought I've got to make a change. And that's when I thought I'd try part-time acting too.
Wow.
On the side. And then
That's so brave, yeah.
So do you work a full-time job now?
No, acting
Okay,
full-time.
acting is your
Grateful to say
full-time.
that, yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
that's amazing.
It's been a crazy sort of transition right into it, but it's been great. It's been lovely.
Wow.
That's
And
incredible.
you said something. I think you said when you're young.
Yeah. I think when it depends what your North Star is as you grow up, right? So as a child, you're going to these auditions, you're not getting it, and you just take it upon yourself. You think you're the problem, you've not done well. like this gets really hard and whatnot. But like the older I get, the more I'm sort of like, my ethos is, if it's meant for me, it'll find me, right?
Yeah.
It'll never miss
100%.
me. And you know, it just wasn't my role if I don't get it.
Yeah. And I think naturally, as you get older, you build more resilience and
Yeah.
confidence. So you take something from the rejection, don't you? You
Yeah.
learn from it.
Yeah.
But when you're younger, you're like, oh, how could they not like me?
Yeah. And so you're a lot more insecure, I guess. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think rejection is actually what helps you get further into your career, because you're able to do so many more auditions and not be like hurt
Yeah.
by the
Yeah.
answer.
Exactly.
You're just like, okay, I'll keep going. And
And everyone
Yeah.
says actually in kind of the industry and like TV and film, you do need to have a thick skin, don't you?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I think, yeah, you need to navigate the redirections, but also like even the successes, right? They come with, there's always a balance of yin and yang, right? With everything. So the successes also have the sides that are a bit harder to it. So it's managing that and being able to move forward in that as well.
talking about success in acting, what is a part of your career that has like genuinely surprised you from getting back into it? Because it's been a few years now since 2018. So like, what has surprised you the most?
What has surprised me the most? That's a good question. I would say, I think the sheer fact that there is no sort of linear path. I know it sounds like, now looking back, I think, how could I thought back then it was going to be a linear path? Like, I thought, you know, you go to drama school, get an agent, start booking smaller jobs, you book a big job, and then just keep going up like that, right? And I think it's, instead of that, it's actually a bit of this. And then like, you'll always end up here from there, but the journey in between is just, yeah, it's a bit crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why I
can
took for
imagine.
granted. But yeah.
I've been speaking recently about how everything works in seasons as well, and every single part of life. So if there is a down, there is always going to be an up on the other side. You have winter, you have summer, you have stocks going down, they're always going to come back up. There's always an up from a down.
I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I believe it.
It's funny that you mentioned the non-linear path, because something that we talk a lot about on the podcast is that there's no longer one right path. Like, people are following the traditional path less and less, right? And they're going after their like passions a bit more, and nothing is a straight line anymore. So when did you feel like things were starting to click and you knew what the right next step was?
I always think there's like a particular job that helps you stand a little taller, as my agent would put it. And for me, it was booking my first recurring role on a TV series, The Bay. And because prior to that, I was auditioning, wasn't getting much, and you started to sort of doubt your abilities and whatnot. I think the minute I booked that one job, it gave me the confidence to say, yeah, I'm an actor. Like, I may not be Hollywood yet, but I'm on my way. So
Oh, you're on your way.
there we go. Oh,
100%.
there we go. There's the hype. I
Yeah.
love that.
If you keep going, you're going to be on your way. Because if you stop, then you'll never know. But if you keep going, it's going to happen.
Yeah, and it's all
Exactly,
just proof to yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, when you saw that you booked that role, that must like build your confidence more and more.
Yeah, 100%.
Have you watched yourself back?
I have in bits, not in every project. Just it depends on like what the character. If the character's completely different to me, I find it a lot easier to watch back.
Oh, really? Why?
Just because like then I can sort of separate myself,
Okay.
my own like vanity, should we say,
Yeah.
with the character. Whereas if it's a bit similar to me, I just cringe out a bit. Really.
So what has been your favourite project that you've worked on?
My favorite project.
Was it The Bay or?
Probably The Bay, yeah. That was the first one. So like it was the first time I got experience on an actual set and like a big production and met some of the best people. It was just out of COVID as well. So like I think it was just nice to be around people that time.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I was just saying before we started recording that my mum recognised you from Emmerdale. Can you tell us a bit about your journey on Emmerdale?
Yeah, of course. That would have to be the sort of just below The Bay, like second favorite job as well. It was just crazy joining this massive institution that's like, well, you know, a cultural thing in Britain, right? And like I watched it growing up with my parents and whatnot. So it was really nice sharing that with my parents. I think that was the
Oh,
biggest thing, where they've supported me throughout all of this. So it was something that they've been watching and their son got to be a part of. So that was really nice, really special.
So was that kind of a moment where you felt like, okay, this is all starting to work out?
Yeah, I think that was sort of like whether the exhale came out and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
so it's the plan sort of like forming in that sense.
It's paying off.
It's
all the hard
paying off.
work.
Yeah, exactly.
Emmerdale's really nice because obviously you made yourself proud and you did it for you, but you probably made your parents really proud as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really nice.
And do all your friends watch what you're in as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I hope so. But I never sort of like,
I guess they're not like the target audience.
no, exactly. And also, like, I don't push, like, I just, I prefer if they happen to like come across me, they drop me a message. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, as opposed to like
Yeah.
pushing, like, wait, make sure you watch it.
Oh, that's really nice.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
How did you get started? Did you just reach out to agencies and then they just get you gigs?
So, yeah, I suppose when I was getting back into the industry, I thought, I'm just going to reach out to a bunch of agents, do the groundwork from that. Realized that everyone thinks that, they're great as they are, but I needed a bit of schooling, a bit of like perfecting the craft. Still perfecting at the moment, still working through it. So I went to do lessons. I went to a part-time acting school.
Wow.
And then from there, I got scouted in their own in-house agency
Okay.
and just built up from there.
Nice.
That's a
Yeah.
good tip. Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah. So if anyone does like,
Yeah.
it's opened up a lot, which is nice, from the previous stereotypical route of into like acting, where you have to go to drama school and then you have to,
Yeah.
whereas now you've got so many more faces, much more diverse faces and diverse stories being told, because it's becoming less elitist and a bit more open to people
Yeah,
who
because
want to join.
I think previously it was very much like who you know.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, having the
Yeah.
right connections in the industry already. Do you
Yeah.
think it's still like that, or has it opened up?
I think there's definitely a degree of that, like in every sort of industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also it's opened up where there are chances now for people like brown actors like myself that there weren't before, because I've never been interested in playing sort of stereotypical roles stereotypical for like the brown man, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how does it feel being able to represent your heritage and South Asian? I think it's really important for especially young people to see themselves reflected on screen. And it's so nice that you were able to do that.
Yeah. I think that's something that I'm quite passionate about, like, and that makes me quite happy as well. Like, just knowing that I suppose there were so few people that I could look up to growing up, whereas like now that it's opened up, and hopefully I'm one of them. That'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. And I'm sure with acting, there's periods of time where there's kind of a lull in between jobs. So I'm guessing it can be a little bit slow sometimes when you're doing auditions and self-tapes and that kind of thing. How do you stay motivated and focused during those periods?
I think that is the hardest thing for someone in the industry, or at least that's the hardest thing for me. It's a constant sort of like constant work. I'm still doing it now. So you're absolutely right. There are periods of like lulls. Like you said before, when there's a busy season, there's obviously going to be a quieter season, and then it's going to be like ebbs and flows. That's how it goes. For me, staying motivated is literally just exercise. That's huge for me. That's really big. I've gotten into, like, I'm quite into my spirituality and sort of trusting that and knowing that my path is my path and not comparing to other people. So it's having that North Star, like I said. And then just doing things that like fill your cup up, even if it's going for a pastry on a random day, that sort of thing.
That's so nice.
And I also like to stay creative. So I work on sort of my own projects on the side as well.
Oh, are we allowed to ask what they are?
Yeah. I'm really into poetry. So I've been still incredibly early stages, but playing around with writing or producing something poetry related. And also I want to get on the production side of things as well. So
Wow.
creating like my own stories, my own films.
That's so good, because the other day I was listening to a podcast where you can either be the actor or you can also be the creator, the script writer, the producer.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. I love that you can do both.
Yeah. It's just sort of like jumping in. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't call myself like a writer or anything or a poet and like anything like that, but it's just giving it a go. I think that's the best thing you can do, and see where it takes you.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's really exciting.
Has there ever been like a point in your journey where you felt like, oh, this isn't for me, I'm going to quit? Or you kind of take yourself away from that and you're like, no, I've got this, I can do this? Like,
100%. Yeah. I think I'd be lying if I said no.
yeah.
I think it's one of those ones where I've always, in my sort of like core, known that like it's going to happen, it's a matter of time, that sort of thing. But you do get little wobbles throughout like your journey where you're just thinking, you know, you're sending out these tapes, sometimes you don't hear back, and like all of that, you contemplate, what are you doing in your life? Like, especially when and this is why it goes back to like not comparing yourself, but especially when you sort of have friends or people in different industries sort of being able to do other, like progressing in other senses, then you think, am I falling behind? Is this the right thing? But no, I think it's just staying true to yourself and your journey.
And like you said before, if it's meant to be, it will happen.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think the comparison thing is so difficult, especially if you've got friends that are on more of a traditional path.
Yeah, exactly.
And they might not fully understand what you do. Do you feel like you have a lot of friends in the creative industry as well? Or?
I've got, I think it's a nice split, because sometimes you want the more corporate friends as well to just ground you really, and just like have some chat that's non-related to acting and stuff like that. Yeah.
Me and Senna both work in corporate. We're doing both. So like,
there we go. You girls are smashing it. That's
Thank you.
Well, it's kind of like you come into the office and everyone can see what you're doing because like you're posting it, and then they'll say a few things. They just hint at things.
Yeah.
And then you have to balance that and just like,
no one else needs to get it. You just need to get it. Do you know what I mean? That's all it is.
Yeah.
100%.
Also, I will also say that I'm a deep believer of this, that if there's an idea or something in your head, it wouldn't have been planted in there if it wasn't like possible for you. It's the same way that you girls have wanted to start this podcast, and that's not in my head because that's not something, but you've had that idea. So there's a reason for that. So all you have to do is see it through, and there's definitely like a.
And I also believe if someone else has done it, it can be achievable for you too.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You could start a podcast. Maybe we could get into acting.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
I love that it wouldn't have been planted in your head, because it's so true. Like you're having those thoughts for a reason. Execute it. Like make it happen. I feel like if you're not going to do it, who else is? Well, someone might, but it won't be your voice or your unique take.
Twist on that. Yeah, exactly.
So I know you've mentioned your friends, but is there somebody that believed in you before you fully believed in yourself? So someone that was like, yeah, you're going to do this, you're going to be a star.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's got to be my mum.
Aww.
Yeah, so much love her. She, like, at one point I was considering doing drama school at uni, and just because it just felt like a fun option, whereas like my dad wanted me to go down more traditional sort of path of neuroscience. And I remember like at the time I didn't fully believe in myself. I was just, drama was sort of there, and I was like and I was like, yeah, I could go to drama school, that would be cool, like that would be the more fun option, I think, as opposed to like neuroscience.
Oh, yeah.
And my mum so my dad was like, no, I think you should do this because of this. And I sort of like sat back because I was indifferent about it both. I kind of wanted, especially at 18, you kind of want your life sort of like done for, at least I did, like mapped for me, so I didn't have to do too much of the thinking. And my mum like looked my dad dead in the eye and was like, I know for a fact my son's going to be an actor one day.
Wow.
And
that's amazing.
I cringed out when she said that, because I didn't even believe it at the time. So yeah, it's definitely her. Yeah.
That's so nice to hear from like someone you love and care about so much.
I do feel like there's a lot of pressure to have your life figured out at 18, isn't there? Like the amount, like it's such a big decision when you're still a child to know exactly how your life is going to map out.
Yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility. So it's really nice that your mum kind of had this foresight and she was like, this is what you should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, love to my dad as well. Like he gets it now. He's so supportive now. It was coming from a place of love, of like, no one in the family had done it before that. Like, so it's a bit less of a risky, it's a bit more of a risky sort of option.
Of
So
course, yeah.
he was just trying to offset that. But yeah, now he's chill. I did end up going to uni and not studying drama. But, you know,
What did you study?
I studied neuroscience in the end.
Oh, incredible, yeah.
Yeah. And then,
Do you ever apply any of your knowledge?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think more of less of the clinical sort of neuroscience, more of the like behavioral psychology of how people think and work and like act and whatnot. So
It's so interesting, isn't it? Like understanding why they're acting that way.
Yeah.
And it probably helps you kind of tap into your characters as well, I assume, if you understand psychology more.
Oh, 100%. At least, yeah, it's really helped me. I'm quite analytical. I'm a bit of a geek when it comes to like the work of that. I'm, you know, driven by research and like mapping it out. So yeah, it's been so.
Is there a particular kind of character you would want to play? Like, do you want to play someone really evil or crazy?
I love playing characters that are they're like more nuanced. So like I'm watching Succession at the moment where there's no character where it's just they're a bad person or they're an annoying person or they're a good person. It's so nuanced where it's a fully formed human being. So the writing's been so good, the acting's so good that it's so intricate how it's been weaved together.
Picturing what I could imagine you in.
Please go on.
You in like One Day.
Oh, love that. Yeah,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah.
So I could imagine you in like One Day,
like
playing
a
that
romantic.
romantic character.
You're the
or
heartthrob.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
That's
it's quite
lovely.
a nuanced character, right? It's a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%. And that would be one of the characters I would love to play.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if anyone's after him.
Hit it up.
So you obviously made that transition in 2018. How did you build that courage to make that transition? Because there's so many people who are in the corporate world, like us, where it is scary to just go, okay, actually, no, I want to make a change. And obviously your heart, or like, I don't know, the universe has told you, no, you need to go back on that track of like what you're always meant to be. You need to follow your North Star. How did you get that courage? Because it's scary.
It is scary, especially going from like corporate is so safe, right? So you've got this security blanket on you, and then the other bit is the unknown. So taking that jump, it just seems like a really hard thing. I've been driven by curiosity, but also growing up, my parents, they're in business and whatnot, and it's like take risks. If you don't take a risk, like nothing changes, right? So if you're so deeply unhappy, just do it. Take that risk, and your life will be changed somehow. It might pay off, it might not. Chances are, if it's a calculated risk, it will, and if it feels true to you, it will. Also, I was like, 24. So the younger you are, I feel like the easier the risks are, if that makes sense. So that is speaking from a place of privilege of like,
you've got less to lose.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
No risk, no reward. Yeah.
How do you protect your confidence in that situation? Your career is based on other people's decisions sometimes. So how do you have that resilience and build?
Well, and also an add-on to that, because I think you're so much more in the eye of everyone, right? There's so many people's opinions, whether it's like on set or like they're watching your work. So how like do you maintain your confidence and not let it get to you?
I think it's been a journey, but just knowing that what I do, no one in the world can do it. And that's not to say, that's not coming from an arrogant place of like, I'm better than everyone else. It's just that who I am as a person, what I can bring in my craft, no one could replicate that. So just trusting in that and that being enough is what sort of gets me through. And that's, like I said, that's not to say that I'll be right for every part, but the parts that I am right for, I know that that's the confidence that I have that I can bring to it.
Because there's only one of you, right?
Exactly.
And you're unique. And I think that's the same in like social media or entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
There's only one of you. No one has the same story as you. No one has lived your life. Like, just go ahead and try.
No, exactly. Yeah. So like, I could do this exact same podcast, but it wouldn't be the same as what you two are doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just impossible because by sheer probability, it wouldn't work. So that's the thing that's carried me through, I guess.
It's really nice.
So when you've worked on some of the big projects like the Bay Emmerdale, I think you've said you were on a Marvel project as well.
Yeah,
What one was that?
That was Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Oh, so that must have been quite a big production set, right?
huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
massive.
Was that different than what you imagined it would have been like?
That was a bit earlier in my career, where like just being on set is so new. So I didn't fully take it in, but now, yeah, I'd say it was so much more different. Just the tiny nuances of, having your own trailer for the first time where I got it and I was like, oh, cool. So
Whoa.
like
This
what
is
do
all for me.
yeah, I know. Like, I was like, great. I have my own space. Yeah, I have a bedroom at home, but no, this is my bedroom
You
here.
got the whole mirror section.
Yeah,
You're getting all your makeup on. Stop. That must have been such a winning moment. Like,
Yeah.
I love that.
I just wish I took more photos, and that's the only thing. Yeah.
That's why you need a content creator. Hire us.
Ah, yeah,
We'll
go.
call you that. I do it.
I feel like there's so many people that are involved in movies, aren't there?
Mm.
Like there's when you watch the end credits and it's just mind blowing how many people it takes to make a movie.
Yeah. The saying's like it takes a village, and
Yeah.
it's so true.
Mm.
I think you're only as good as everyone else. Like it's a team effort. Everyone that's involved in the process that can make a beautiful artwork. Yeah.
Do you feel like you've made connections from each project you've been a part of?
I'd say so. Yeah. I think you sort of gravitate. At first, I was sort of like trying to know everyone and get to know everyone. And then I realized like actually you sort of gravitate towards certain people, and then like from each job you sort of take a few mates here and there. It's been like
That's so nice. Are you in contact with any of the Emmerdale?
I am, yeah. A few of them who plays my brother, half brother, as you know, Chris.
nice.
He's really nice. My old uncle who passed away, Basker, is nice. Lewis Cope, who he was recently on Strictly. He played my boyfriend, Nicky.
That's really cool. Does it feel like your family when you're on set? Like, is it like, oh my God, this is my family?
Yeah. I think because you see these people like a lot, so then it just becomes like a second family. Like you say,
That's so nice. Yeah, because with a soap like that, it obviously comes out every single night. It's moved back now, isn't it? 7:30. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, my mum watches it every day, so like.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
But yeah, it's every single day. So like, how often are you actually filming?
So it depends on like the storyline and how much of a part you play in. But sometimes when it's really busy, you can be in Monday to Friday filming, like from 7:30 till like 6 o'clock. You get in at 7:30 and then you start filming a bit around 9ish.
And that would be one episode, or is that multiple?
No, that's like across multiple episodes. It's filmed. It's quite a fast-paced environment, which is like really nice. Just because there's so many lines to learn and so many scenes to go through, so you really have to be like on the ball.
Is that quite confusing for you then, if you're filming multiple episodes in one day and obviously just like you're reading your scene and your script to actually know what the full picture of the episode is?
Yeah, well, that's part of the work, sort of like piecing it together. Because if you're sad here, the next scene you're actually not. It doesn't make sense. You have to weave the thread so that that's part of the craft, which I love. Yeah,
that's really interesting. And did you live in Yorkshire while you were filming it?
Yeah. I moved up there for a year. Great place, great people. I lived in Leeds city centre.
Wow.
It's no joke. Like the Northerners are so much nicer than Londoners. Like
I'm from near Leeds. I'm from Huddersfield. So.
Huddersfield. Oh yeah. Fine. Yeah, I knew some people from Huddersfield. Yeah.
Going back to what you said, some people just think, oh, if they can do it, I can do it too, which is true. If you have a go, you could. But it does take years. It takes craft and just reps. Put in the reps every single day, and I think that's really incredible.
Yeah, and the hard work always pays off.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I can't imagine having to learn like 50 different scripts and like.
Swap roles. We can give
it. You can be a marketing manager. I'm sure you will like that. Back at a desk.
At least that's quite like creative in the corporate, right?
Yeah, I always say like marketing is like the most creative you can be in business, really, isn't it? So has being a part of these productions changed what is next for you and how you think about your future career?
Yeah. I think the sort of younger I was, the more I was kind of like, I'll do anything, I'll do everything, like that sort of thing, which is I've now sort of refined that to, I'm never too big for a role or never like turn down anything that because of like, ego. But if something doesn't sort of sit right, like going back to the playing a stereotypical role, if something doesn't sit right to me, I don't think it's something I want to do, like to further perpetuate a harmful stereotype.
Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it has to align to
It's still
your
like, yeah,
values.
exactly, yeah. Whereas like, I'm sure you get it, like starting out, you're just like, oh yeah, whatever.
I'll
I
take
get
anything.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you hear that thing about Matthew McConaughey, how he was given like millions of dollars in the deal and he just went no? Because he was like, this isn't the role I wanted. Or
Yeah,
something like that, until they gave him that role and then it was more money.
Exactly, yeah. And I think I'm a firm believer of that. Yeah, he's one of my idols. So yeah, I know that role, that story
unreal.
so well. Yeah.
Have you listened to that episode? I think he was on, was it Diary of a CEO he was on?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
I've listened to snippets. I haven't listened to other things.
I think it's one of my favorite episodes because he talks about resilience and how he went to Australia and he hated it there and it was like killing him. But he told everyone he was going and he needed to make that promise to himself to stay there and to stick it out.
Right, okay.
And I guess that's how he like followed his acting career.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's cool. I've got his books. I haven't listened to that fully, but I will.
Yeah.
Oh, so is he like one of your role models in the acting world then?
Yeah, definitely. I think the sheer fact that like he's got a style that I think is impossible to replicate. He's just so fluent and cool with it. But also the fact that he is quite a grounded character in general, just from like day-to-day life. Like you said, he's obviously this objectively beautiful man, but those roles, the rom-coms didn't align with him. So he took 2 years out to say, actually, I want to do the things I want to do. And he backed himself. You know what I mean?
And I think that's why he got Dallas Buyers Club after that, like holding out, because everyone saw him as this like rom-com character and he was like, I don't want to do this. I'm more than this.
Yeah.
Not saying that rom-com is bad, like I love rom-com. But
He just had more to give.
You just have to stick to your word and it will happen.
And didn't he really throw himself into that one? Like he got, was it like method acting? Didn't he lose like loads of weight for it?
Yeah. Incredible. Yeah. Incredible. Film.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
What is your dream like role? Do you have one?
It sort of fluctuates, but like I think something like Dallas Buyers Club, where like it's sort of based in history or like a real story, where it's it's like it's raw. Or on the opposite side, like Bridgerton. That would be great.
I knew you were going to say Bridgerton.
I can see you in Rejection actually. Yeah, it's like one of those, like what they call it, the petticoat.
Yeah.
Surely you can get on Bridgerton, no? Like I feel like they're always filming in London.
You would. I don't know. Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Kelly Valentine Henry, I'm here. Like, let's go.
So obviously we've moved into this like AI era that we're in it, right? So do you think AI will change or has changed audiences and like what they actually want from human performers? Or like how do you feel in this AI era?
It's a tricky one. I think change is the only constant. So like it's coming in. We can try and like be like, no, but it will. Like it's definitely being integrated. I think what we have as human beings will never ever be replicated. So the art that an AI artist can do versus a real human being, just it's unparalleled on that. So I don't think there's any sort of immediate cause for concern there. But at the same time, I think a lot of industries a lot of workforces will be out of jobs, which is sad. I don't know. From an acting perspective, I just don't think it can be replicated. I think they had their first ever AI actor called Tilly Norwood. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
Same.
She got signed to an agent, like a huge agency, and then everyone was like, no, and she eventually got dropped. So
Okay, good. Yeah.
What, the AI Tilly got dropped?
Yeah.
Is it like a fake digital AI product or is it like
they've like made an
No.
AI actor basically.
Yeah. So then they can like bring it into on the screen, like in special effects and whatnot.
That's really annoying.
Yeah.
I'm actually open to AI, but when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, no.
I was watching the new season of Euphoria the other day, and I was thinking there are certain actors that haven't been brought back, maybe because their role in it has kind of died down. Like they wouldn't. There's no point in like paying an actor a huge sum of money just to be on a phone call. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was thinking in areas like that, maybe you could use AI to replicate that person's voice as if they're on a phone call with them. But yeah, so I think there's like elements where it could potentially help, but I definitely don't think it should be replacing.
No, I think you're right. I think it will go there until like some laws or like rights are put in place.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because obviously back in the day, that would be an actor's job to do that, right? So that would be someone's job starting out, just to be a voice on the phone, that sort of thing. And that's being lost. But I'm confident that as human beings, we crave A, real connection, and B, just human interface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say the general outlook from actors and people in the industry is that they're worried about AI, or is anyone actually excited about it?
I think majority worried.
Yeah.
I think you've got small pockets of people who are excited. It's usually execs who realize they can sort of cut costs and whatnot. Streamline things. Yeah. But I think the vast majority of people I know, creatives like actors and whatnot, are quite against it. Photographers, they just don't, they don't want to.
Yeah, I think you do have to be open to it in some ways.
100%, yeah.
Because it's whether you like it or not, it's coming, it's here,
Yeah.
it's changing the world. If the world stayed the same, like, it would be boring, but we need change.
No, 100%.
Like
Yeah,
the internet and now AI. So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have to like half open your mind to it, don't you?
Yeah, it's always a balance though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like use it for good, but don't replace
Yeah.
it. But it's kind of like what you were saying about like comparing yourself to other people. It's similar. Like no one can ever replace you.
Yeah.
And what you bring to the table and your energy and your personality.
Yeah. I mean, I hope not.
You know how like obviously we are in this AI era. Do you see more people now trying to become an actor because they're like, oh, if I can't do my day job, oh, let me see and go after my real what I actually wanted to do? Yeah.
It's a good question. I think there's definitely a trend. I don't know if it's to do with AI or just the millennials are kind of like rebelling against
We're
the
going through a
norm.
crisis.
Yeah, no, literally, like every millennial's going through like a midlife crisis. That's what it is. But like, I'm seeing a lot of people just doing the things that they love, like as opposed to, succumbing to societal pressures and whatnot, which is lovely to hear. Like, it's quite nice. Like I said, my roles are my roles, and it'll find a way. It'll find me if it's meant to be. So I never feel like I'm in competition. It's actually always lovely to know that more people are wanting to do things that make them happy.
Yeah.
That's nice.
We talk a lot about millennial career crisis.
Really?
I think it is so nice to see people going after what they love doing because,
Yeah.
for example, we wouldn't have built this podcast if we didn't go after like what we actually love.
But I think it's almost just a cumulative realization. All of us who have approached our like 30s were suddenly like, wait, why am I on this traditional path? Why am I not doing something I love? I don't want to waste all my days. I want to have something exciting and passionate in my life. I think we're all just feeling the same way. And I guess that's why people are now pursuing.
Sitting at your desk 9 to 5 is a prison. You have to sit there. You can't for creative purposes.
But some people will enjoy it, won't they?
Yeah, exactly. So like, there are so many people who will love the corporate life.
Yeah.
But I was thinking originally when you were saying when you went into finance and you just didn't enjoy it, it's because you are a creative person. And I think naturally, because we are as well, I think you've got a different brain. And like you're not going to be fulfilled doing certain things.
Exactly.
You need more.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you girls are doing the things that's fulfilling you.
Yeah.
For anyone listening who's interested in like an acting or creative career, what advice would you give to them?
The best advice I could give would be, it's something that I was told a lot younger and I never listened to. So, but now I do, I look back and now I think I should have just listened to that piece of advice. And it's actually, don't chase money, chase your passion and the money will come. Because I think being young, at least I was quite driven by sort of like chasing money, hence why I went into finance and whatnot. Whereas I put my passion to the side because I was like, to like build up to becoming an actor, successful actor is going to take time and like if it happens, etc. But I just wish I committed earlier. That's the only thing that's the only regret I have, that I sort of didn't start earlier.
Follow your passion, not the money. Yeah, it will come because if you're doing what you love, then.
And if you're working on that craft and getting better and better at it,
Yeah,
Like, obviously,
Exactly.
like,
You will,
Yeah.
what you put out, you will get rewarded
Yeah.
eventually. It just might not just be in the immediate
Yeah.
future. That's what it is.
that's so true.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you feel like you've already answered this then, because we always close on the what do you wish you knew sooner question.
Let me see if I have another. Uh,
It can't be the same.
you can know it can't be, yeah, and you can use the better one out of the two. I think what I wish I knew sooner was that everyone's path is unique, and just because you think it's going to go one way because it went that way for someone else, it doesn't mean it's going to go the same way. And it not going the same way isn't the wrong thing. I think your own path is a beautiful thing in itself. Just stick to your own path.
Yeah, because I think it's so easy to be sidelined by what other people are doing and their expectations and to compare yourself. Because we
Yeah.
have access to see what every single person is doing with their life. And it's so easy to feel like, oh, I should be doing that, I should be doing that. Or, if your parents have certain ideas of what you should be doing. But we're all on our own journey and you've got to trust your own instinct and go after what you really want.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You phrased it far more eloquent.
Thank you.
I think I love that. I think that's so important and something we should remind ourselves every day. To
Yeah.
follow our own path, not someone else's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of the episode. But
amazing.
thank you so much for joining
No,
us.
thank you, Senna Serenity. This has been lovely. Really nice.
And where can people find you if they want to follow?
On Instagram and TikTok at Brahmdeo_BSR, and then on the screen.
Yeah, find me on the screen.
Yeah.
On Marvel.
Big Hollywood movie coming soon.
Maybe we'll get front row seats.
Yeah.
I was to the premiere. I've always wanted to go to a premiere, actually.
Thank you so much, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.